Bruce Lee Isometric Trainer. So the thing about this is that I've made it before, and all it is a platform and a chain that you attach your handle to, and then you pull. It's really pretty simple. But what I want to do is I want to make it wider, so if I practice like sumo deadlift, I can practice a wide sumo deadlift. That's really the alteration I'm going to make to it.
Oh yeah. So I have my log here, and I got this for pretty cheap. I got it back in the day. And I'm going to cut off one of the ends just to get its length. And I have hardware that, as opposed to the other rig that I did, I think I stuck a hook in there, but this one I'm just going to use that U-bolt. And I drilled holes in that piece of metal to help support it on the bottom. And that'll be what I use to hold the chain. Because I'm repurposing this from my last project that I had it on, it really doesn't cost me that much money. If I were to make this from scratch, between the wood, the hardware, the chain, and stuff like that, probably be looking at 60, 75 bucks, depending on which route you went. And then I put the time frame for making this one, probably around 45 minutes. Oh, snap. So now that I was lazy and cut that chain off, I'm going to put it on my U-bolt. And then knock that in there. Again, can't get away from using those weights as a hammer. So great. I had a little bit of trouble trying to bend the bottom of the U-bolt so I could put that metal bar on, but I was able to get it there. And now I just need to knock it down in place. It's kind of tight. The holes kind of made it pinch a little bit, so it didn't go on quite as smoothly as I wanted, but as long as the job gets done. I mean, can't let Bruce Lee down right now. So we're going to finish that up, and then I'm going to put on the nuts on the bottom. Now, I did show a little bit of this, but it took a long time to screw those guys on.
Hopefully these still thread.
The threads on there are very thin and takes a lot of rotations to get that done. So I did just a little bit. Ta-da. And then for the last part, I want to put a spacer on the bottom so that it lays flat, which is going to be that board. Chopped it up. That's where it's going to go. I'm going to drill it in.
And there it is.
The new rig came out how I wanted it to. It has that width on there. And then this is just I got that from a thrift store too. It's some handle that I got that holds a lot of weight. I prefer that to the traditional bar that like the traditional Bruce Lee trainer used because it helps my grip. But here, it's it's funny, you can't barely even see, but I'm doing like a traditional isometric deadlift, and then this is going to be a sumo isometric deadlift. Yep, looks like I'm doing nothing. But it doesn't really look like a lot's happening. That's how isometrics are. Pull, pull, pull. That one's for the lats. And then if I really want to as well, I can do stuff for the biceps, which is most all the exercises that I'm going to use this machine for.
So, really happy with that one still. I had it before, now I still have it. I can do those wide sumo isometric squats, either high or low or whatever I wanted to do, which I couldn't do before, so very thankful for that. Going to keep using it. Probably going to set it up and try to work the lats with it. Got a lot of stuff for lats. I've been trying to work on those. And then, yeah, thanks to Bruce Lee for popularizing this one.
Whoa.
Oh.